are live.
As soon as it pops up.
It'll probably take a minute for it to actually pop up.
Move back over to my table. Good to go.
Alright, I got a notification on Facebook.
Yep.
Okay.
I haven't gotten anything from Facebook, but I'm trying to get you pulled up.
I see it on Facebook, yeah.
There it goes. I just want to have it open so I can occasionally check the chat.
Yeah.
It's muted.
Okay.
Get live now. Alright, notifications are on now. I should know when you're live.
You're not streaming on Twitch?
Huh?
You're not streaming on Twitch?
I am.
Oh, it hasn't come through.
Should.
I got an ad, so I'll let you know.
No. All your other platforms are fine.
Yep, you're up.
Yeah, I'm up on Twitch.
It hasn't come through.
Right.
Maybe you just suck. Welcome, one and all, to another installment of the Tales of Ialia. We're a little short-handed tonight, but hey, what you gonna do? Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
I meant like one at a time, but that works too.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, next time, point
you
somebody.
didn't say that.
No. This time, all right. Next time I do that, you guys got to do like a harmony thing, like a hello, hello, hello thing. But
No.
we'll work on it.
I
We'll
don't
work
want to
Good,
break
good.
my microphone.
on it. How's
Yes,
everybody
I would
doing
like to
today?
watch it.
Sore.
Pretty good.
That was rousing.
Yeah.
Is what that was.
Right?
Excuse me, hold on. I'm resubscribing on freaking Twitch because apparently I wasn't subscribed anymore.
Thank you.
I just took a muscle relaxer, so hopefully that'll help later.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
All right. Let me get
Only
back
5
over
minutes
to
in.
here. Okay, so last time, the party was on a boat.
Yeah.
No, they weren't. Yeah, they were.
Yes, we were.
You just got teleported back.
That's right.
from the
Well,
people?
actually, last time you guys started on the island, so we were on a mystical, mysterious island in the not here and now in the somewhere else that we haven't quite made a name for yet.
Trans quantum something.
The
Something.
quantum
Bullshit.
realm.
The shadow realm or something. I don't know.
Bullshit.
Oh no. No.
You guys spent some time exploring and eventually stumbled upon an underground lair of Pieter and his ilk. And you seem to have interrupted a ritual of some kind and had a brief confrontation with Pieter before having your bacon saved by Odana. But not the
Future
Odana,
Odana.
not the Odana that was with you. A different Odana. A future Odana, perhaps? Or
Alternate
knows?
universe, O'Donna.
alternate universe Odana? Who knows? Nobody
Some
knows.
Bullshit.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Bullshit.
I wouldn't say nobody knows. You know.
I mean,
You don't.
do I?
Do you?
How do I,
Do I?
always be on top?
How much
Have a
prep do you think I do here?
This
Aha!
many. I don't know if that's
Sorry.
milliseconds or seconds, but you decide.
I'll tell you, as much prep as you think that I do, it's probably less.
Do you ever prep?
I do, actually. I spend a lot of time thinking about this. Anyway, so Odana transported you guys back to the ship, and I wouldn't say shenanigans ensued, but, eventually you guys found yourselves in the port of Rotherfort, and that's where we're going to pick up. You guys are still on the boat.
Rip, what's his face?
Rip, what's his face?
I don't remember his name. It's been like 3 weeks, bro.
It has been so many weeks. My notebook is MIA.
It's
The
almost
one
been a-
we
I
went
think-
whaling with that ended up brutally murdered and attached to the mast.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it's been at least 3 weeks. I know that.
If that, I think it's been longer.
Havarti, Hamish,
Hadriel.
Hadriel. There it goes.
There
Poor
we
guy
go.
got spread eagled.
Basically.
Yikes.
It's got a very different connotation when you say it like that, but anywho.
Well, it's the
I know.
terminology for
I
what was
know.
done to him is something eagle, and I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I
No,
forget
I have
too.
to know. God damn it. Hold on.
So, anywho, you guys find yourselves still on the Sea Witch, the boat that you were on. You are now in the town of Rotherfort, which is the map that you see on your screen here. I think. Hold on.
What I got. I don't know about you.
Should be. Hold on. Let me double check. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Rotherfort, as you see here.
The stream is showing.
Yeah, it should be fixed now.
There it goes.
There
Took
we
a
go.
second.
There's a little bit of a lag.
Yep.
So the boat has been docked, and everybody's kind of unloading some cargo and whatnot. It is a beautiful day, nice and bright and sunny, and my music's not playing anymore because why would it be? There we go.
That'd be too easy.
It'd be way too easy. Like I said, beautiful day. The seagulls are out. You guys are in the dock area. There's people selling fish. There's people trying to sell their wares. The teamsters and the customs agents are all doing their thing. Very lively, lots of space. Not as lively as you would have thought, given this town's reputation. Maybe it's fallen on hard times recently. But, yeah, that's our scene. There you go. So this is where you guys were originally going to drop off Odana, but of course Odana is not with you anymore, being taken away by other Odana.
Joy.
At this point, the world is your oyster. What do you do?
Out of strict curiosity, who is marking down money? Anyone?
Not me.
I'm
Been
tracking
marking
my
down
own
my own
cash.
money.
Okay. Already done.
Let's see if I can get that just a little bit bigger.
Just a heads up to you guys. I think Roll20 updated the character sheets because I'm seeing stuff a little bit different.
Looks a little neater. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed the font. That's at least part of it. The font's definitely clearer.
Well, good.
I like it.
I haven't even seen it.
Okay, but how do I pop it out still?
So are you guys gonna stay on the boat, or are you gonna get off the boat?
Well, we're here. We might as well get off the boat.
Yeah,
Weren't we?
I think we've had it with this boat. I don't know what other adventures it'll take us on. let's
Did
get off
did somebody tip us off about cultists possibly being here, or was that speculation on our part?
Speculation on your part, I believe.
Okay.
There was some vague warnings given by future Odana.
Yeah, I think that's what that was.
That
then.
there may be some trouble awaiting you in this town.
I thought we just.
Oh, we need
Go.
to secure lodgings, probably. Like
Find a
get
place
us
to stay first.
Yeah, either rent out some rooms for like I don't know, a month or so, just so we can make sure that we actually have a point of operation, more or less.
Are
Okay.
you planning on us staying here that long?
If we pay out ahead and then disappear early without telling anybody, it's not going to raise as much suspicion as if we,
Just do it day by day kind of deal.
yeah. Because if the innkeeper thinks we're there for the long haul, then
Then he'll tell whoever is asking that we're there for the long haul when we're already out.
Shit.
pretty much it gives us a touch of legitimacy for being here.
That's going to be more expensive. We're paying for nights that we're not intending to stay at.
Well, it's like if we pay out a month ahead at like a silver a night per room, that's that's 3 gold per person for a month.
That's assuming you have that much money.
I do.
Pretty sure y'all do, yeah. There were treasures.
Yeah.
It's not just treasures. Piotr did pay all of us.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did pay us
That too.
before we
How much
screwed
gold did
him
you go
over.
for?
So we all
Uh,
got some measure of gold.
I'm well over 300. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
I am at 235.
Okay.
So, as you guys step off the boat, again, there's a lot of hustle and bustle and people trying to sell some stuff. And you kind of look around, and there's this really odd smell. Of course, it smells like fish here, but even those of you who are kind of accustomed to the smell of fish, like been to a fish market before, it smells weird. Like maybe slightly rancid. Like maybe maybe this isn't the fresh catch of the day that they purport it to be.
Well, the only
All I'm
player.
picturing right now is the episode of The Last Airbender where they go to the town and it's nothing but rotten fish everywhere.
Like the two-headed fish.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Bagel?
The only person present that would be able to even notice that would be Buttercup.
Yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
with you,
None of us
Warboard.
have the sense of smell.
I actually gain advantage on perception checks about smell, so I'm super good at
So
smelling.
in that case, Buttercup, you actually kind of, by your sniffing, you can definitely tell that this is not like a fresh caught batch. These fish have been out here for at least a day, if not longer. And
No,
that's
thank you.
a little curious to you.
It's a little fishy.
A little fishy.
Fresh fish, fresh fish. Only got it yesterday.
Fresh
This
fish.
fish is at least a day old. Said in Loxodon. He's back to speaking in Loxodon for the record.
Okay.
Well, because the entire last freaking thing he was speaking when he could speak and wasn't a spider in common. He's
Right.
back to Loxodon and he just looks at Yami and says, "This fish smells at least a day old." That's
So they're not
strange.
pushing product?
Sounds
Are they
like it.
overfishing or are they just not selling?
That's a good question.
Fresh fish. Fish for sale.
Ugh.
It's
Yeah.
perfectly edible, I promise.
Taking
No.
a glance around, do we see anybody that's going to be really interested, or is it just no one is going for it?
You see a couple of people kind of like like stroll over there and be like, okay, I gotta eat today.
Right.
Oh no. How many fishing boats are currently docked?
Very many.
Like there isn't really an empty spot in the whole marina.
Not really, no. There's maybe a couple of spots here and there, but it's definitely a lot more full than you would expect it to be at this time of day.
Now, are there do the ships appear abandoned or like lots of sailors just looking bored as hell?
So the ships themselves are in good working order. They're not decrepit by any stretch of the imagination. They're very well maintained. But there's only a couple people per boat. You'd expect there to be, a complement of like 10, 15, 20 people on some of these bigger ones. There's not that many. There's like one or two people on each boat kind of milling around, checking the ropes and that sort of thing.
The fisherman if there's been trouble.
I'm going to go up to one of these fish stalls and just inquire why they're selling fish that's not as fresh as it should be.
Okay. So
My mic is not working.
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Feeling a little ignored.
Did you say something?
I did.
I'm
Twice.
sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
Fine. Let Adam do his thing.
Okay, so Adam, as you walk up to one of the stalls, you see a medium height man, say about 45-ish. He's got
Okay.
He's got a fish in one hand, going, "Fresh fish, fresh." I
And
promise.
taking a look at it, I can easily tell that it's not.
It definitely
fresh.
doesn't look very fresh now. There's no
Okay.
refrigeration here.
All right. I'm
You
gonna
there!
say,
You metal-looking man. Do you eat?
Well, hello. I've seen fresher fish at other docks.
What are
how
you talking
fresh
about?
is-
This is very fresh.
I don't believe you.
Well, but why would I lie?
Have you smelled your own fish?
It smells perfectly fine to me, and I should know. I am a fish
Would
merchant.
you eat
The
your own
elephant
fish?
harumph.
Absolutely. Would
The
you?
elephant harumph again.
Absolutely. I eat 3 square meals of fish a
Noted.
day.
All right, let's see.
I am currently not hungry. And it wouldn't be very good business practice for me to be eating my own product now, would it? You, however...
But what if I buy it for you and you can have them taste so you can test the product for me, the consumer, to verify that it is in good working order?
I'll tell you what. And he pulls out a smaller fish. He pulls out a smaller fish, about yay big. He's like, here's a free sample.
Does that fish look bad? Does
Yes,
it smell bad?
it smells bad. You can try the fish if you like.
I don't eat, so I mean.
So what are you wasting my time for? And he slaps the fish back down. What can I do you for?
So the thing about Warforged is they can eat. But
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure.
we're not
That's not a
required
question I know.
to.
I don't know that. That's a fact I do not know. Do they have taste receptors?
As far as I know, taste and
I
smell
doubt
don't
it. No.
affect-
Yeah.
But we keep in mind, we are not immune to poison effects. We are only resistant, so we have some
That
kind
came
of
up last time,
biology.
yeah.
Yeah, we do have some form of biology, but it's very limited.
I keep wanting to
Guys,
look.
think about it. A
over.
Warforged can drink a potion.
Fair enough.
True. It still takes effect, but it doesn't. I
I
don't
don't
think
think
we
you
taste
taste
it.
it.
Yeah,
If you
I
don't
think so.
smell, I highly doubt you taste because those
Yeah.
two things are pretty
Pretty
intrinsically linked.
interchangeable, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause-
So he
Yeah.
slaps the little fish back down on the market, and he just kind of looks at you all grumpy like. So if you don't want to buy the fish, what can I do you for?
What ship, is supplying you? Because we'd like to inquire the captain where he's getting these fine catches from.
He's getting the fine catches out in the sea, and he just kind of gestures.
Nort.
Yeah, but who's your supplier?
Well, I can't give away
Hey.
all of my secrets now, can I?
Quan.
Yes.
I put a couple gold coins on the counter and be
Wait.
like, trade secrets, huh?
What'd you say, Ashley?
I would like to know if I can use my really good sniffing capabilities to determine if there's something off with the water itself.
I believe that would be a good time for a perception check.
I have advantage on perception checks that involve smell.
Please go ahead.
Do it.
All right, let me get. I've had the Facebook stream up so I can make sure nobody's talking to us. Nobody is. It's fine.
Not yet.
I'm trying to be helpful. Maybe
You're being very
Oh, boy.
helpful.
Is anybody
Advantage-
even live at the moment? Like, is anybody
yeah.
watching us at the moment? Oh, okay.
16. So as
Oh
far
my.
as you can tell, the water smells fine. Smells like ocean water.
Just
Do
the
I
fact
see
that
any
they're selling day-old fish.
What, Ashley?
I said, do I see any fish?
No.
Is that unusual?
How much time do you spend on the sea?
Not. I mean, I don't know. How much time do we spend on the sea, Bagel?
Not much.
Oh, hey, Carla is watching.
I mean, are you perspective?
You'll get there.
Can you see through the ocean to look at all the fish, or do you just see the water?
It looks
Let me
like
guess.
it looks kind of like the Atlantic Ocean,
Right.
so it's not very clear.
Sure. So, hi, Carla. Thanks for watching us.
Carla Gray, thank you for following. I appreciate it.
That's one of my players from my Monday game.
Oh, hey.
There you go.
So anywho, as far as you can tell, the water smells fine. It looks fine. It looks like ocean. Doesn't really look much different from the ocean that you guys were on when you were on the boat. The fish definitely smell bad.
So,
Okay.
does
Okay.
the,
Nothing to do about it, I
rotten.
guess, for now. I mean, he's just
And-
selling bad fish.
Back to Bagel's thing. You slap a couple pieces of gold onto the counter and you say, what now?
I say, trade secrets, huh?
How much gold did you put on the table?
3 gold coins, which should be enough to buy his whole supply.
So he just kind of like reaches over and kind of puts a hand on there and slowly drags it to him. Well, I get my fish I had a name and it just went completely out.
It happens to the best of us.
I get my fish from Captain Frank Bolin.
Okay.
And Captain Frank, as I like to call him, because we're buddies like that. He hasn't been pulling in a lot of fish lately, so I've been forced to kind of stretch out the product, so to speak. And there was no delivery this morning, so you got to make do. I got to feed my family too.
Okay. Okay.
Where can we find him?
Where can you find Captain Bolin?
Yes, sir.
Probably on his boat. And he points over in that direction.
Bagel. Bagel. Yami. He looks at Yami and says, ask him why he didn't buy from somebody else then.
My friend here wants to know why you don't try to pull your resources from multiple suppliers.
Well, unfortunately, this is not just Captain Bolin's problem. Sorry to say, but everybody in Rotherford is having a very similar problem.
What
Fish.
about the livestock, or is that not a thing around here?
Well, I mean, there's some cows and stuff, but this is mostly a fish town.
How long has this issue been happening?
There's been a steady decline in supply over the last couple of months. And it's just kind of hit rock bottom here in the past couple of days.
Any major storms or anything
No.
recently?
Nothing out of the
Any-
ordinary.
Any
Strange green
strange
lights.
visitors? Or
Well, I
Strange
mean,
green lights
there's
in the sky?
there's strange visitors every day here in Rotherford. There's quite a lot of people passing. You guys are strange visitors. 2 robot men and an elephant.
sounds like the start of a bad joke.
It
The
does.
elephant looks mildly affronted.
Also, please don't use the robot word. That's slightly offensive.
Oh, I apologize.
That's machinist.
Is that your word?
No.
Or machinist. There we go. That's machinist.
Machinist. Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway, so yeah, no, everybody's having. But if you want to talk to Captain Bolin or Captain Frank, as I call him, because we're buddies like that, he should be on his boat over there. I forget the name of it. We're not that good of friends. But it's over there. You'll recognize him. He's kind of a big burly dude with a really big red beard.
Oh, sounds like another friend of ours.
What am I looking for?
All right.
Now I'm gonna have to unfortunately ask you guys to move along unless you're buying some fish, because I get
No. Your services rendered have been more than enough. Thank you.
Thank you for the gold. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Go get yourself a steak or something, buddy.
Why would I ever eat a steak? There's plenty of fish.
Because the steak.
I'm assuming that this is still that salesman like facade on his face at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna walk away at that point. I'm gonna make my way over to the ships that he mentioned, and on the way there, I'm gonna kind of keep an eye out for anybody that might appear to be like some kind of town guard or some dock security or something along
Sure.
those lines.
Sure. You do see sparingly some official-looking types coming around. They are wearing uniforms, but they're not very well kept. Kind of threadbare almost. Like they're all uniform, quote unquote, but they're not like fresh pressed and brand new and that sort of thing. They're a little bit more worn in than that.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
These guards, are they younger or like middle-aged or like
There's a
veteran?
nice healthy mix all around.
Okay. That actually speaks volumes about the health of the town's infrastructure.
There you go. Thank you. Well, that'll work. I was looking for the other one, but that'll work. The littler one.
All right.
Put it in your bag.
Does there appear to be a dock master or even maybe a couple of like Like dock worker types.
How do you mean exactly?
The kind of people that actually don't go out on the ships, but they like work the docks, maybe move freight, that
Like
kind
some
of stuff.
like some Teamsters and that sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
I'm
a
gonna-
decent, healthy amount of those guys.
I'm gonna kind of get the attention of one of them, and so we're looking for Captain Frank.
Yep.
Can you point out which one of these is his?
You know, you want to find Captain Frank?
Yeah. We have a.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more
business-
specific. There's a couple of Captain Franks.
I can't remember the last.
Bolin.
Frank Bolin. Oh, he's over there on the Bounty. That's his ship, and he points out pretty
Okay.
impressive looking fishing boat. Kind of not the biggest one in the dock, but pretty big.
About middling as far as
Upper middling.
The word boat.
Huh?
I thought we weren't supposed to use the word boat.
Why?
He's a dock person, and we're not speaking to a captain. So
Alright,
all of
whatever.
that was in Loxodon. Just
Brr,
yeah, right.
brr, 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 brr.
And a huff and a gruff.
Okay. So do you guys make your way over to the boat that he pointed at?
Yeah, but not like hurriedly.
Just
Kind
kind
of
of strolling.
like a casual, just trying to take in the general like ambience of the docks.
Sure. Sure. So easy enough to do. You guys just kind of walk your way up, not hurrying, just chilling like a villain, and you get up to the boat in question, the Bounty. You see painted in nice bright yellow letters, Bounty.
All right.
Why are you sideways?
Me?
Uh,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Phone orientation.
Anyway,
Um,
I'm fixed.
good. It's kind of the same thing as all the rest of them. There's only a handful of people on said boat. There's a gangplank that's draped over so that you guys could easily get up onto the boat if you did so choose to.
all right. Adam, you want to take point on this one? I'm just want to keep an eye on the docks.
Sure. I'll be right here.
Well, no, I want to stay. Do you mind going to do the chit chat?
Sure. What do you want me to say?
Just see if we can get some information on why their catches are so crap.
I can do
Because
that. I'll
if this
see what I
keeps
can do.
going, this town's gonna devolve into something really bad. Because that's, if that's their primary income, it's gonna start messing with stuff.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I can take lead.
All right, so you cross over the gangplank, and you're looking around, and you see a very large human male. Large as in like just big and muscular, not fat or anything like that. Just a big, brawny guy, huge arms, that sort of thing. With a very magnificent red beard. Just kind of strolling around
Okay.
with a notebook, taking notes here and there, kind of pointing at people and saying, "All right, come on, get that on. We got to get out there at some point today. So let's get going."
Okay. I'm gonna go walk up to him and be like, hey, I assume you are the captain of this fine vessel?
And he kind of puffs up his chest a little bit, and he's like, "You assume correctly."
We have noticed, me and the other members of my party have noticed a strange oddity in the recent gatherings at the fish stalls.
Oh.
We were talking to the individual at the stall, and he said that this has been an issue that has been occurring for the last several months. And it
Well,
has
you mean the
been-
fact that there ain't no damn fish?
If there's no fish, then what is he selling?
Yesterday's fish? Maybe the day before that?
So, how long has this issue been going on?
Well, I mean, a couple months now. The catches have just been a little bit less, little bit less, little bit less, and yesterday we got nothing. The day before that, I got a quarter of what I normally get.
You have any idea what the issue may be? Or
No idea.
have you heard
I
any
blame goblins.
speculation? Goblins?
I blame
In
goblins.
the ocean?
It's always goblins.
But
That's
they don't
so
swim.
racist.
They don't breathe underwater.
We're not hearing this.
We're not there.
We're not hearing this.
That's so
It's all
racist.
Adam.
I blame the goblins. It's always goblins. Goblins are the cause of all of this city's woes, and I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, I don't know how, but they're sneaky little buggers. They're messing with the fish.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
That's
It's always
possibility.
goblins.
Possibly.
No, not possibly. Definitely.
Okay.
We should.
So-
You know what we should do? And he kind of like slaps
What's
slaps his notebook against his thigh. We should get a posse together. And we should all group up, and we should go find these buggers, and we should exterminate every single damn one of them.
In the ocean.
No, in the hills to the north of the town.
You think the cause of missing fish in the ocean are goblins that are in the middle of a mountain?
Yes. They're traveling down here at night in some sneaky little boats or something, and they're putting something in the water, and it's making the fish run away.
What evidence do you have to support this?
I don't need evidence. I know it's goblins.
Okay.
Putting chemicals in the water.
They're putting something in there.
Right. While he's doing this, I'd
Go ahead.
like to cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
and just try to find some kind of animal in the water to talk to.
Okay. So you're going to go up to the water's edge and cast Speak with Animals?
Yee. Or just
Okay.
be like fish.
What are
If there's anything
what are the
there.
limitations on that? Like, do you just speak with every animal that's in the area, or what?
Speak with animals. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, they can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day.
All right, go
So-
nuts.
So, Zach, I would say for this, keep in mind the intelligence of fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna cast Speak with Animals on yourself, and then you're gonna dunk your head in the water and be like, "Hey!"
For the record, my trunk is above the water, so I can breathe. Says I'm allowed to use my trunk as a snorkel. I'm using it as a
What's
snorkel.
air? What is boat?
Are you dying?
All right, so
What is
you
dying?
dunk your head under the water. You cast Speak with Animals, and you dunk your head under the water, and you got your trunk as a snorkel.
Uh-huh.
And you're looking under the water, and it's very hard to see. You don't really have a lot of visibility.
Okay.
Let's see here.
And suddenly a dolphin.
It's suddenly a dolphin? No.
No, it's gonna be a crab, and he's gonna be an asshole.
You know what? I'm gonna run with it.
You making me talk to Sebastian?
The only animal that you see down there is a singular crab.
Hey,
Eh?
hello. There seem to be no fish.
All right.
Why no fish?
Arr.
Have you seen anything weird in the water?
Just you.
That's valid. Does the water taste funny to you?
It does now.
This is a dumb fucking plan. I don't even care that it was a dumb fucking plan. I'm going with it.
That was great. Keep going. I'm sure
Do
there's
you know why there's no
something you
fish?
can ask.
Do I know why there's no fish?
Yes.
Why the heck would I know that? Do I look like a
'Cause
fish?
You live. You live in the ocean.
Do I look like a fish to you?
No, you look like a crab.
That's because I'm a crab.
Fantastic.
What
So
the
you
heck?
have no
What are
idea.
you? You're the weirdest looking crab I've ever seen.
I'm a loxodon, not a crab.
You're a loxocrab?
No. A loxodon.
A loxocrab. Got it.
No.
Weirdest crab I've
Sure.
ever seen, but hey, you know what? It's this
Do
day
I
and
look
age.
like
I
a
don't
crab?
judge. I don't judge.
Do I look like a crab?
I mean, you just called me a fish, so you know anybody can be anything,
I didn't
man.
call you a fish.
Anybody can be anything.
That's very positive and uplifting of you to say.
Yes, I am what the young kids call woke.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm done. That's it.
Conversation has been very enlightening. Thank you, Mr. Crab.
You're very welcome, Loxacrab.
He pulls his head out, just looks at Yami and goes, "That was a dumb idea. Why do you let me do this?"
Did you find something?
I spoke to a crab who thinks that I am also a crab.
Ask him if he has a family.
Hey, Mr. Crab.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, you got any friends or family around here?
What's that?
Like
Other crabs.
Other crabs?
Just you?
Mm.
Oh, and I guess my mate. I guess my mate Sebastian.
Where's your mate Sebastian?
Actually, he doesn't say Sebastian. He said, I guess my mate.
Where's your mate?
He points a claw.
Do I see another crab?
No.
Fuck. Pulling my head back out. Bye again. No. Except for me. I'm the only other crab he's seen.
This poor crab is having a weird day.
Let me have fun.
Wouldn't that also be like problematic? It's not just the fish. It's
Hold on.
like all of the.
Did you used to have a family?
Oh, you're back again.
Did you used to have other crab friends and family?
What is this friends and family you're talking about?
Did there used to be other crabs here?
I mean, there was one, I suppose, and then they
Just
went
the one.
away, and then they came back, and then they went away, and then you
I
came,
mean,
and here you are
besides
again.
me. And besides me.
I mean,
Have you
there
ever
was
seen any other
one.
crabs besides me and Sebastian?
There was one yesterday, but I freaking killed him.
So you're just killing all the crabs?
Well, I mean,
Guys
this
are
this
bacon.
is my spot.
Have you
Okay.
been killing fish too?
Okay. What are fish?
The
What?
frickin-
What do you eat?
What do you eat?
I genuinely don't know what crabs eat.
Mostly other. They're predatories.
Are they
Well,
predatory?
actually, they're kind of scavenger.
I don't know. This is not a thing that I
they're
thought that I would
bottom
have to
feeders.
look up today. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up.
What
Crab-
is
They're
this crab?
bottom feeders. They eat
Yeah.
the leftovers of whatever's dead on the floor.
But they'll also catch and eat if they can.
I'm glad you're amused
Yeah.
by my shenanigans, Carla.
Let's see here.
Even
Crabs
at the time I
eat
screamed
tender
at a
leaves,
dolphin.
fruits, berries, flowers, beetles, and other large insects. So they are
Omnivorous bottom.
they're
feeders.
kind of omnivorous, but like I don't know if beetles count as meat.
They do.
They do. It's a protein.
Any other living creature counts.
Sure.
Creature, not.
But no, he just kind of looks at
Unless
you.
you're eating tree ants. If you eat a tree ant, does that make you a carnivore?
No.
Are you still strictly a herbivore if you eat a tree ant?
This is not a conversation I thought we'd be having today.
No. Let's move on.
No, I need this answer.
No,
though.
we will debate this later, but not right now.
It's fine. We can debate this later. We need to have this discussion though.
Bye, Loxacrab.
Bye. No, he's never seen another crab except the one he murdered yesterday. Because it was in his spot, and me, apparently, because I'm a crab now. Yummy.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not gonna say it out loud.
What?
All right.
No. What?
I mean, you've been crabby since the day I met you.
That's just who I am. Okay, Crystal just messaged me directly and said, "Are you guys really debating the diet of crabs?"
You know what?
Crystal, you know, you can say this in chat instead of directly to me.
You know
okay?
what? I
Please.
was at work today, and I
This
was,
is not weird.
thinking about a lot of things, among which, how am I going to sell a car today? And I started thinking about D&D. And at no point during my D&D thought process did I think to myself, you know what I'm going to have to do tonight is I'm going to have to be a crab, I'm going to have a conversation with a freaking elephant who's dunking their head underwater like they're bobbing for fucking apples. This is not a conversation that I thought I was going to have today. So, excuse me.
Unexpected. But also, babe, why don't you just talk in the chat? It also helps bump the video up there.
Anyway, back on the boat.
We're on a boat, yes. He's on a boat.
Hello.
So, Adam, you are listening to this man's frankly disturbing rant and diatribe that has gone on for way too long about how goblins are the cause of all problems in the universe.
Okay.
He's like, I tell you, if you ever find yourself a goblin, just save yourself the trouble, murder it outright. They're not real people.
Yikes.
Can I do a personal mental evaluation on how I feel about this person and see how crazy he is?
Just tell me how you
Would that
feel
be an
about this guy.
insight
You can just
Would
tell
that
me.
be an insight check?
I mean, I guess.
Like, I want to figure out how.
You want to see if he's mentally stable?
Yeah, pretty much. Is he mentally sound?
He has to be prepared for anything.
Or has the rotten fish gone to his brain?
I don't know. Roll an
Correct,
insight check,
Carla.
I guess.
Yeah.
He seems of sound mind. He's just a little bit racist.
A little bit?
Maybe a lot
Okay.
racist.
Person's not on Facebook. Person's on Twitter.
Maybe there's a goblin KKK. I don't know.
Oh God, come on now.
And Riley's watching via Twitch.
Hey,
We
Riley.
got Crystal and Riley watching via Twitch.
Um,
Crystal, thanks for following the stream.
Thank you. Hey, hey.
We appreciate you.
I mean, have you ever seen a goblin? Like, ugh.
I've seen several goblins.
Aren't they just nasty? Just the worst, right?
Sure.
See, it's so refreshing to actually be able to talk to you about this kind of thing. Most people don't like it when I start going in on goblins, even though they're nasty, filthy little creatures.
So, tell you what. How about we make a little job out of your fish problem that we might be able to fix? Put a price on it and see what we can do about it, and if we get to the bottom of it, you pay.
Pay you with what? I'm not selling any fish. I didn't catch any fish.
Huh?
How am I going to pay you if I'm not turning a profit?
If we fix your fish problem, then you will be getting profit.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you
we
fix
could
my
get it
fish
started.
problem, you fix my fish problem, and then I go out and catch a big boatload of fish, I will give you some money.
Okay.
But
That
you're going to
sounds like a
have to
deal
wait
me.
till I catch a bunch of fish. Because I got a whole crew to pay. You see a boat? This boat don't run itself, you know.
In your past, have you had any similar issues like this?
Nah, nothing like this. That's because those goblins, man, we keep letting them live, and they just keep causing problems.
When's the last time you saw a goblin around here?
Around here? Oh, not for a while. It's because they're really sneaky, you know. They go underground and stuff.
And into the water too, right?
Into the water. Exactly. They got these little goblin boats, and they get in the goblin boats, and they sail down the coastline, and they put something in the water.
Is there a way you can possibly take us to where this fishing spot is so we might be able to get a better look at it?
And he just kind of points out toward the ocean.
I was hoping you could take us.
You want to go out on my boat to my fishing spot. Just
There's no fish to be had, then what's the problem?
who's
We just
I'm-
need to do some reconnaissance to see if there's anything we can find.
I mean, I've got to pay people to drive the boat. Are you going to pay people to drive the boat?
How much do you have to pay to get the people off the boat?
A lot.
I've got gold. How much we talking?
To pay my entire crew, probably around 100 gold, at least.
Per day?
There's a lot of people here.
Okay. Let me regroup with my group and tell them what's going on and see what we can do.
Okay. Fine. Get off my boat.
I'll be back.
Go kill some goblins. So you rejoin the party.
Hey guys. So, the captain's not very right in the head. He thinks that goblins are the cause of the fish issue. I
What does
offered.
he think the goblins are doing?
Not really sure. But he believes that they are the cause of everything that goes wrong in the world, apparently.
Okay, so he's racist.
Oh yeah, very much. Very, yes.
So we're not gonna go deal with maybe not even existent goblins, right?
No. What I did offer was to go to the fishing spot to see if there is anything that we could see. But we would have to pay the entire crew to get there, which is going to be about 100 gold if we wanted to do that. But I don't see why we are going out of our way to fix this issue that is not going to help us out in any way. So that's up to you guys.
Right about this time, you guys hear a voice that kind of cuts through the crowd, so to speak. It said, excuse me. Hi. Bagel, I think you're muted.
He is. I made him mute so I could tell him a dumb joke and not interrupt your scene.
Can I help you?
Yes. I was sent to fetch you.
By
What are we
who?
looking at exactly?
You're looking at a small,
Andrew!
kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Swear to God, if you say goblinoid.
It's not a goblinoid, it's a humanoid. Hello, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello, sorry. that
We
took
haven't
so
done
long, but,
anything except get off the boat.
Yep, we've
Okay.
been just trying to fish information. He just had someone come up to us, and he's about to give us some info, I guess, or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So you see kind of a smaller human individual. He's wearing kind of a heavy cloak that's very weather worn, salt stained a little bit, and he's got his hood up and whatnot. Fix the name issue. Nice. Anyway, so he's like, the mayor of this town told me to come find this group.
How would he even know we're
Who-
here?
Yeah,
He told me to
who-
he told me to look for 2 warforged and an elephant.
How would anyone know we're here?
I'm just the messenger. I need you to please follow me.
That's sketchy.
Yeah, we should
don't have
probably.
a choice.
Yeah, we should probably address this like immediately.
Please,
Yeah,
come with me. Come with me.
Oh God.
It's just a quick little walk up the
The
road.
mayor.
All right, I'm going to follow this guy, but like I am completely like pulling up my cloak and wrapping my face because I'm like if somebody is announcing our arrival, I'm not trying to make
How
myself.
do they know we're here?
Unless it has to do with Odana, it's probably not a good thing.
So are you all
Yeah, no
following
one
this
else
guy?
really knows who we are.
Yeah.
We're still debating Swan.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind
Not
of
following
inching that
could
way.
be not following could be more detrimental.
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble with the mayor.
Well,
Is there like a oh God, what is it? A sense motive check? I could
Insight. You could do an
that's
insight check.
insight. Yeah.
Okay, can I try that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that seems sketchy as hell. Oh, please be good. Eh.
With an
Okay.
18. Okay. So you roll 18 on the insight. He doesn't really seem like he's like trying to trick you or anything like that. As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth. He was just sent here to come get you.
He's
That's still
literally the
sketch.
messenger.
That's
He
still
is-
sketch.
He's literally the messenger.
I say we go check it out.
Does he have any
Fine.
kind of message before we even arrive? Like any preface, anything?
No, he just told me
'Cause-
to come get you.
Okay.
He told me to.
How did you know
he
where
told
to
me.
find us exactly?
He told me that a group of adventurers, consisting primarily, well, not primarily, but he told me it would be easiest to find a group of 2 Warforged and an elephant on the docks today, and just to bring you to him.
Well, don't forget about our other friend.
Well, of course, but that was that's how he told
The
me to find you.
identifier.
The
We are the
identifier.
identifier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's much easier to
fairly
find 2
simple.
Warforged and an elephant than it is to find a group of random humans.
I guess.
2 Warforged and an elephant walk into a room.
So that's the new name of the stream:
room-
2 Warforged and an elephant.
No.
All right. What do you think?
Buttercup.
Be on your guard.
Well, obviously,
If we can't avoid it, it doesn't seem like.
running from
don't
it is
think
only
so.
going to make it worse. Yeah.
All right, let's
Let's
meet the
go.
mayor of the town.
So the messenger turns on his heel and starts walking through the marketplace, the dock area, going. So the town itself is kind of built on a bit of an incline. So like
Okay.
as you get closer to the water, the hill slopes down until you finally meet the shoreline. So you're kind of going up the hill. Off in the distance, you see some very big houses, and one very big church. Come here. Sorry, I'm saying goodnight to my child. I love you. Good night.
Good night, small one.
So you're going up the hill toward one of these bigger houses. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this. After a while, few minutes, you guys come upon a house that looks something like this.
Waiting for it.
Is it not updating?
It will in a second. Sometimes it's laggy.
I still see the town.
Yeah.
Why do you still see the town? What the heck's going on here?
Did you remember to move the player banner over to it?
I did remember to move the player banner over to it. This thing, I swear. Hold on.
There we go.
I see it.
Odin?
There we go.
Fancy.
Oh, that's wonderful. I like that.
It is a very nice big house. There's a very big lawn. There's
Let's
some,
live here, guys.
there's some servants milling about, trimming the hedges and that sort of thing.
Is there any kind of family insignia?
Give me a perception check.
Good point.
Perception. If there is, I didn't see it.
There is no distinguishing insignia that you recognize.
Okay.
Well, if we see anything, I'm just relaying this to the group with regarding to what Tiamat.
Apocalypto.
We're hightailing it. Apocalypto, right? Sorry, my other one's Tiamat. Yeah, Apocalypto. We're no.
May I do a perception check?
Sure.
24.
24. So you
Good
do
God.
see some insignia, like a family crest, if you will. But it is not anything that you've seen before. Well, you may have seen it before, like in your very long life, but it's not something that you immediately go, "Oh God, Apocalypto!" Nothing like that.
Okay.
So the messenger leads you guys into a great hall. I don't have a map for this, unfortunately, so you're just gonna have to kind of bear with me a bit here.
That's fine.
Why is there a random black box right there? Whatever. Oh, that's why. Hold on.
I have a question, Swan.
Yes.
Did we get a long rest on the trip here after we got back from...
I will say, yeah,
Alternate
yeah.
universe.
Long rest.
I just want my hit points back.
All right, so you walk into the main area. It's a big, very wide open area with dual staircases coming up to kind of a balcony, like so. Everything is pristinely clean. The floors are nice and polished to a mirror shine. There's gold on the banisters. There is money here, and it's absolutely beautiful.
So the mayor is rich while the people on the docks are suffering.
It's not so much oppression as I would consider it inaction.
That's what I was implying.
But then again, that might be why he's calling us to talk. We don't know yet.
So the messenger kind of turns back towards you guys and says, please wait here. I will go get him. And he kind of scampers off. And you just see some servants kind of coming in and out, milling for, refreshing the flowers here, straightening up some paintings, dusting, etc. There's a lot of activity. Whoops.
Do they seem like okay, so there's like 3 modes pretty much for people that do this line of work. Either they're stressed, they're content, or they're like focused.
Terrified.
So is there like an intensity? Like, do they seem like they're hurriedly working through their tasks, or does it look like, oh hey, this is another normal day, this is what I do for a living?
It's more like a normal day. Like, they're definitely focused, and they're definitely let me see if this is the right song here. They're definitely like focused, and they're hardworking. They're a lot of good work ethic.
Okay.
They're not like, oh Jesus Christ, we're gonna die, we gotta get this done. Oh, no, they're just like, oh, it's time for me to go dust this now. Let me go. And they're very efficient.
Okay.
They're very quick.
Okay.
That works, I guess. This wasn't exactly the song I had in mind, but it works.
It's so gentle. It concerns me.
It's not boss music. Chill.
It would be like you to give us nice music and then still throw a boss at us.
So the messenger comes back down the staircase, and he just kind of like, he's on his way. He'll be with you in 1 moment, and he just kind of scampers off to go do something else.
Is there like furniture?
There are some
Where we
chairs.
are.
Yeah, there's some chairs.
All right, I'm going to take a seat. Preferably in a chair that gives me as much view of the room as possible.
Okay, easy enough to do.
I'll stand. At my full... How fucking tall am I? Hold on.
Well, like 7 feet tall, right?
Yeah,
7'10".
I take it there's books.
No, there are no books in this room. There is a library that you kind of look down the hallway, and you see an open door that looks like it might be a library.
This is a hall, so it's going to be like, this is where you receive guests. So
Mhm.
it's going to be fancy and pretty, but the only function it's going to serve as a space for people to sit and talk.
So, after a while, you see an individual appear at the top of the balcony there, and he kind of leans over the railing and he says, "Welcome, adventurers.
Nope.
Thank you for coming
No.
to my home."
No.
And you all look up, and you see what looks to be Pieter.
Nope. I'm out.
But this is a noticeably older Pieter.
Wait,
Whereas the
What?
Pieter,
I'm
whereas
so
the
fucking
Pieter
over
that
this.
you guys are familiar with is, like 35-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood. This man is pushing 60. Grayed out beard,
Great.
longer hair.
Yeah, time to go.
I'm reaching for my sword.
Wait.
Buttercup looks ready to dash.
Wait. I understand your hesitation.
That's a word for
I
it.
understand. But as you see, you are in no danger here.
No, we don't see that.
I am
Screamed
unarmed.
Demoxodon.
I am unarmed.
You don't need to be armed.
Unarmed means nothing when you can
What?
cast
Whoa,
magic.
whoa. Calm, my friends.
Again,
Please.
screamed Demoxodon.
Please come up the stairs into my study, and I will explain everything.
You can explain
Yami
right
says no.
here.
There's a bit of an audience for that, don't you think?
They're
I don't
your
care.
servants. You can ask them to leave.
Would it make you more comfortable?
Yes.
And he kind of
Buttercup is slowly sidling towards the door.
like
no.
does one
No,
of these.
there's a reason.
He claps.
There's a
He claps
reason-
twice and does one of these, and everybody kind of scurries out. There. Is this better?
Yes.
You're
I-
still a
Sidling
person
to
that
the
can cast a
door.
fireball towards our face.
I
We're still terrified.
understand. I understand. But the gentleman that you met and that is causing you such trepidation is not me. Well, I mean, he is
Still
me.
sidling
He
to
is
the
me,
door.
but he's not me.
You're not helping your case.
Listen.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are
Listen.
you telling Yami?
The
Like, are you-
Pieter that you guys met is a Pieter from another world.
So you're not an asshole cultist who's trying to, bring back Apocalypto?
No, quite the opposite, actually. I'm aware of your struggle against Apocalypto, and I want to help.
You'll excuse me if I don't exactly trust you.
I can understand.
Considering multiple times your supposed counterpart has tried to kill us, has teleported us to Apocalypto's domain, and had us trapped there.
Again, I can definitely understand.
You already know what I'm about to do, so.
I understand, but trust me, okay? How did I know you guys were going to be at the dock? I'm sure that's a question you guys have been asking yourselves.
I assumed somebody sold us out.
No.
yeah.
O'Donna told me.
She's not with us right now. She
Not-
disappeared too.
Not that O'Donna. Not that O'Donna. The other one.
Neither of the ones that we are aware of was with us.
Yeah, she has a habit of skipping around, so to speak.
Oh,
So she came here, and she told me that you guys would be arriving today. So I sent a messenger to go get you.
Right, so there's multiple Adonnas, multiple Pieters. Is there multiple of me? Multiple of Yami?
Maybe.
that's
Am I
concerning.
gonna run into myself on this dumb?
I'm sure I don't know. That's a little outside my realm of comprehension.
Swan,
Yes.
can I cast this real quick?
Yeah,
kind of-
absolutely.
Yep.
Let's see. Anything affected by the Hallow? Notification.
Pretty much it allows me to detect good or evil.
Okay.
And undead.
So you cast your detect good and evil, or your just divine sense rather. Does that require any components, or is that just something you can turn on?
That's just part of my being a
Class
paladin.
thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You do not sense any evil from this man. You don't sense any good from this man. He's very neutral.
So
That
we've
doesn't
got
help me. That doesn't make me feel better.
That just means he's a regular dude.
He's just a dude.
Oh.
Vagabite to answer your question. Core Druid Loxodon. Your dad is a Hexblade Warlock Warforged. We've got Adam the Paladin Warforged, and then Andrew, you're playing a human cleric?
Correct.
So yeah, he just seems like a dude.
Okay. Well, he's not just a dude. He's owning this freaking. He's a mayor of a town inside
Sure.
the mansion.
Please,
He's-
come in. Will you come into my study? There is much to discuss.
No.
Okay, fine. We will do it all out here. I'm very proud of my study.
Good for you.
O'Donna got in
Is
contact.
that where the
with-
books are?
I'm sorry?
Is the study where the books are?
No, that's the library. O'Donna got in contact with me, and she's told me all about your plight. How we are trying to stop the return of Apocalypto. I don't know why this accent changed. And that you're trying to save the sacrifices. Oh, I don't think you guys knew there were multiples, did you?
Well,
no.
we
but
do
we
now.
Whoops. There are 3. You have already
Okay,
saved one. You've saved this world's O'Donna. It is now
Do-
our task to save the other 2.
Okay then.
So,
Are there not adventurers in those worlds capable of doing this?
Yeah.
but those adventurers are not in this world, are they?
So you're
Well,
saying
do
the
an
other
episode of
ones were
Stargate,
brought to
looks
this
like.
world?
Whoop, too many. Bagel.
Yummy.
So what you're telling me is these other sacrifices were already brought to this world.
We're assuming they were brought to this world and not born in this
They
world.
were not brought here. The Loxodon is correct. They were born here.
Odana is just the first of 3.
See, what has happened is this scenario has played out, or at least Odana tells me, that this scenario has been played out in other worlds that are like our own, but not quite the same. And so what our job is to try to prevent it from happening here. Because the last thing I want is the end of the world.
Yeah, I can.
So are you the Pieter that belongs to this world, or are you a Pieter from a different world?
I am the Pieter that belongs here.
Then who's the other one?
He is one from a world where this scenario played out and failed.
So now he's trying to force it to happen here?
Exactly.
And when we potentially succeed, he'll just move on and try it again?
Well, not if we kill him.
Suppose that's fair.
So we have 2 goals. We must find these other sacrifices and deliver them to Odana because she has the power to keep them safe. And we must kill my evil counterpart.
So she's kept our Odana.
Yes. Odana is with Odana.
So we're a group of low-level adventurers that are up against a fireball-throwing, dimensional, intergalactic, worldly traveling being. Awesome. Great.
Well, that's one way to put it, but yes.
Can I go back home yet?
Oh, and there's a god that they're trying to summon that will destroy our Earth.
That we spoke to.
So there's that too.
That we spoke to.
You spoke to him.
Too. Yeah,
I told you we were teleported to his realm.
Oh my goodness. I'm surprised you made
I don't think we're getting paid enough for this.
We haven't gotten paid at all.
Well, Adana helped us get out of there too. She pulled us out of that.
Now, we have a lead. We have a lead on who the next sacrifice is. According to Odana, it's different in every world. So we can't just
How do you have a lead?
Well, there are signs to look out for.
Okay.
And we have a lead. She may be in this town. So
that'd be convenient.
Hold on, I need to restart the
Machina.
They may be in this town. We're not 100% sure, but it may be. So
do you remember?
My suggestion is I can help you by providing you guys with some currency in order to facilitate your stay in this humble city, and also maybe help you find this lady that we're looking for.
Okay, that's a good start.
What are these signs that make you believe that she's here?
That unfortunately is not something that I've been privy to. Odana talks to me, and she tells me.
Well, next time she talks to you, can you put a word in for us so that she can maybe give us a little more insight on what we're dealing with here?
I mean,
I can certainly try. Yes, I can certainly try. Yes.
We've seen the power that we're up against.
I have been told.
Is there any way that you know of that we can get, stronger, better equipment or something so we can get better prepared for the future fight?
I'm sure as you continue with your adventures, I don't know why I've gone British. Hold on.
Hello, Mighty.
Accents are hard. Okay. I'm sure as you go throughout your adventures, you will find things that will help you, and you will get stronger, and your abilities will become better.
Sure, but is there anything that you could provide us to help us along the way?
I am not but the mayor of a fishing village. I do not have much.
A fishing village that's struggling.
struggling.
There has been some hard times, yes. We are working on it.
How?
We're trying to
Yes,
find
I
out
can
what caused
see
all
you
the fish
struggling.
to go. There has we have had a couple of town meetings, and there's a captain here who thinks it might be goblins. I don't really
Yes, we're aware of him.
I don't put a lot of stock into that myself, but maybe.
What do you
Have
think?
you tried praying to Paylord?
I have not tried praying to Paylor. Not
Don't
a follower.
talk to the crabs. They don't know shit either.
The crabs.
I tried.
You talk.
No,
to
there's
crabs.
two. There's two. We only talked to one, but apparently there's two.
There's actually 3 if you believe the crab. I'm the 3rd one. I'm apparently a crab now.
Oh my goodness. This is what our world is going to be saved by.
I already told Odon I have no interest in being the one to save the world. I don't have a choice.
You contacted us to help you. So if you're going to cast shade at our ineptitude, realize that you summoned us here.
None of us asked for this.
Such is fate.
So you,
Fuck fate.
I assume you have some kind of lead, or else you wouldn't have summoned us.
Yes, there is a lead. I think that the next sacrifice is hiding out in the church. There have been
What?
some very strange going on in the church.
What god is this church affiliated to?
It's the Church of Pelor.
The Church of Paylord, but you haven't tried praying to Paylord
I
for
don't.
your problems.
I'm not much of a religious man myself.
The cleric over here being like, boy.
The paladin be like, boy.
But the church,
Are you
the
both
local
Pelor?
Church of Pelor, which you might have seen on the way here. It's the really big one.
Yeah, you know, that big tax money sink right there.
Way to bring real world politics into D&D there, Bagel.
Hey,
I
that's,
want you to know that these systems are built on my tithings and my peers.
So, there have been some very strange goings on at the church. Reports of screams and, shall we say, rowdiness. And people go in, people don't come out.
why are you not investigating?
Why do
that?
they go in?
We're working on it.
So that's very accurate.
You're working.
But
on it.
here's the thing that really is very interesting. When they go in and they don't come out, they are forgotten.
Then
They're-
how do you know they haven't come out?
Because I have the census.
You have a list of all the people that live in your town?
Of course I do. I'm the mayor. I have the census, and I have noticed that there are a lot of abandoned buildings in my town. And I look it up, and I go and I look at my census, and I see that people still live there. But I don't have any recollection of them, and nobody does. Nobody knows who these people are. But they were counted on the census last year. Very strange.
And you know for a fact that they've gone into the church and not come back?
No, I don't know for a fact, because again, they just seem to disappear from all memory, including my own.
So then why do you think it's a church issue?
Because of all of the other things that are going on, with all the noises and the rowdiness, and the fact that there are guards outside the church now. They did not used to be guards outside the church.
That's not a real big
So your
Paylord
sacrifice
thing.
is
We're welcome.
potentially torturing people, and you want us to rescue them.
I don't know. But
Your
Odana
fish
told
are disappearing.
Mhm.
Your people are disappearing. And what have you done besides just watch this happen?
There have been some investigations, but nothing successful yet, unfortunately. Again, this is a fishing village. We're not very good at sleuthing.
Who is in charge of your investigation?
The captain of the guard would be in charge of that investigation. Well, and I'm sure I know his. What's his name?
Yes, I hear it.
I think Nate's
Somebody-
typing.
I
Yeah.
am. I'm sending you a message personally because I think I know what it is. But Nate knows, but Adam does not.
Well, this is a bunch of heresy, and we need to go kick its butt.
I'm right. God damn it. All right. So.
But Adana told me that she might be hiding in the church because she recognizes some of the signs. Maybe these are the signs. I don't know. As far as who's heading the investigation, it would be the captain of the guard, and I'm sure I know his name. What is his name?
So now you've forgotten your captain
Did you
of
go
the
into the
guard.
church?
I cannot remember. It's
Do
very
you
So
have a
he's
captain
gone.
of the guard?
He's very strange. I'm sure I knew his name.
You're muted.
Is there a lieutenant to the captain of the guard?
I'm sure there is, but I don't bother to learn his name.
Where is the guardhouse, the barracks?
I can have a man run you out there.
Okay. Post haste.
Yes, absolutely.
This needs addressing.
And he pulls a little like rope, and then there's a little bell that rings, and you see somebody kind of scuttle in, just like, yes. It's like, my friend, please take these adventurers over to the guardhouse and have them talk to the captain of the guard or the lieutenant, whoever is available. They are helping with the investigation into the strange goings on in our town of Rotherford. Is right away, sir. And he's like, come with me, everybody. And he just kind of makes a beeline for the door. Like, no ceremony.
Yami is with it. As soon as this guy comes out, Yami is up and already on his way out the door because he is done with this crap.
Okay.
Felix follows and starts having a side conversation with Paylor about, what the hell is this shit? We're gonna fix this.
Okay, that'll do. All right. So you guys make your way out.
Grumpy look.
Let me push the right buttons here.
Buttercup is supremely unhappy.
Oh yeah. Yami is not too thrilled either. There's a lot to take in all at once.
There was a lot that just happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make your way out. You're following this butler, essentially. Takes a little bit of time, so you guys have a little bit of time if you want to like have a conversation or role play out or anything like that before you get there.
Did you notice that this Peter speaks fucking Loxodon? That's weird, right?
I
Maybe
actually did
he,
not know
We're
that
taking
you
a
were
lot of
talking in
breaks.
Loxodon. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I told you that he would be speaking in Loxodon.
Whoops.
Maybe he cast comprehend languages on himself because he didn't know what adventurers were going to show up.
We're assuming that this Peter is also a caster like other Peter is.
Yes, we will assume he is also a caster because assuming that he is not and being wrong is detrimental.
This is true. I don't like this, Yami.
Giving the DM ideas is also detrimental.
So, do you guys want to check out the church to see if we could figure out what's making the people disappear, or is it one of those situations where if everyone who goes in is disappearing, are we not going to make it out either?
Okay, here is
Well, so far our
my...
track record's pretty good.
Well, yeah.
Most of it's been luck and a random Odana rescuing us.
Hey, a win is a
That
win.
is- I'd rather be lucky than good.
My line of thinking is we go to the guardhouse, we tell them the mayor sent us to help with the investigation, we collect all the information that they have, and then we take over the investigation because they're apparently losing people and have potentially already lost their captain.
Okay. I guess the first thing to do would be to try to. I don't know. Is there even a captain now? Like, does a new one get
We don't
upgraded,
know.
or is it just okay?
That's the thing that we're gonna have to try to discover once we actually get to the guardhouse, because the mayor, in true mayoral fashion, has delegated that duty to a side, a group of people and then just let them go. So he's not gonna know dick about their inner workings.
Would have been nice if he gave us a census that we could go off of it to try to. I don't know. Should we try to investigate the other buildings that are now abandoned? See if there's any evidence we could find there.
That would be. I'm pretty sure that that's the kind of information that we would get from the investigation that was already done. So
Okay.
I'm trying to save us legwork by getting the info that they already have.
Okay. Yeah. Let's head that way and see who knows what.
Okay. So, after about 10 minutes or so of walking, you guys come upon a guardhouse. It's in pretty good shape. A little bit run down as far as guardhouses go, but as far as like the surrounding area, it looks definitely a lot better. There's stone paving and pretty nice little columns, some stained glass here and there. It's a pretty decent looking guard shack.
All right.
Absent from the very bad fishy smell plaguing
Well, I'm pretty sure we're far up enough the hill and away from the docks that
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you guys walk in, and you're stopped by a couple of low-ranking officers. Like, hey, hold on a minute there, and the messenger pipes up. No, it's okay, it's okay. The mayor sent them. Can you go grab who's in charge, please? So, right away. Yeah, this is definitely a face that they've seen before, so they're not going to cause you too much grief here. A couple minutes later, you have a gentleman walk in. A half-elf who walks in. He's in, pretty casual. It's not like a formal dress uniform or anything. He definitely looks like he ranks higher, but he's not like dressed to the nines or anything like that. And he walks in. He kind of walks up to each of you and offers a handshake. Say, hello, my name is Riza. I'm told you are looking for me.
Well, if you're the one in charge, yes.
Of course I'm the one in charge. I've always been in charge here.
Are you the captain?
Well, we don't have a captain. It's just me, the lieutenant. We've never had a captain.
Right. Okay, so the mayor had told us to come and aid you with the investigation of the church.
Yes, the investigation of the Church of Pelor. We think it's the church. We're not 100% certain, but honestly, I think the mayor's crazy. People aren't disappearing. We're just falling on hard times.
That's fair.
Okay.
We're just falling on hard times, and people can't pay their rent. It's all.
Ask him who the captain of the guard is.
He already stated that they've never had a captain, so Pietra's notion that once they disappear that they fade from memory is
How come
kind
he's
of
partially immune to it then?
because he is smart to follow.
He had
The
the census,
trail.
so
Yeah,
he knew who was already in the town, and he's been, I guess, checking it daily.
I guess that's fair.
He's been tracking the disappearance of his population and noticing the abundance of vacated and abandoned houses.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that the mayor
So Riza,
is overreacting. We're just falling on hard times. People can't pay their rent, and they get kicked out, and they go other places, and that's why we have so many abandoned buildings. I don't know what he's talking about. But the man pays my salary, so I do what he asks. I'm sorry, Andrew, what'd you say?
That being said, it's very obvious that there's something wrong going on at the Church of Pelor.
Oh, no doubt.
As an acolyte of Pelor, I will tell you that something is wrong there. We're going to go clean house at the very least and find out and get to the bottom of what's going on there, because Pelor should be helping people. There should not be fights and screams and torture sounds.
Well,
That is not
I must insist that you follow the law and correct procedure, because I wouldn't want to have to lock you guys up too.
Oh no, of course.
No murder in my city.
No, there will not be any murder. Okay, so for us to aid your investigation, we would need access to the information you already have. I'm hoping you guys have been keeping documents.
Of course, yes. I mean, if you need access to our files, that's perfectly fine. They're just down the hallway there. Before you go, and he kind of reaches into a pocket and he pulls out little badges. You'll need these. They denote you as a deputy of the town guard. So you'll get a little bit more access than you normally would. Try not to abuse it.
It was that easy to become a deputy.
Well, again, the mayor pays my salary, and he kind of told me that you guys were coming, so.
Okay.
It'll give you a little bit more access than you're used to.
Hmm.
But please, don't abuse it. Mayor or not, I will arrest you.
I need a magnet.
Stop trying to attach these things to your
a
forehead.
wondrous item.
In another campaign that I played at Warforged, I was given a badge, and I was playing an artificer. So I attached a lodestone to it and magneted it to my forehead.
He thinks he's cute.
Anyway, so yes, if you want to take a look at our files, they're down the hallway there. And just
Right.
tell the librarian. Well, we call her the librarian, but that's not actually what she is. But tell the librarian that's what you're there for, and she shouldn't accost you too much.
All right.
Good. Thank you for that information.
Who's the bookiest one here? All right.
I would
Yes,
assume
probably.
the one who keeps asking about books.
I am aware of the records and I understand the importance of the records. I do not want to peruse said records. So if someone else can read through it and truncate it into a understandable
I'm swollen,
Conversation.
so no.
You're roguelite, not wizard
Like
light.
being again.
I am a face, not a brain.
I'm strong.
So you guys walk
grumpy.
down the hallway, and you open up the door, and you get into essentially a file room. There's just boxes and boxes upon boxes just piled up with old, dusty files, and some that are just kind of scattered hither and yon and whatnot. Over on the desk, you see about 30-something human female with a box on her desk, and she's kind of pulling some stuff out, giving it a quick peruse and a stamp and putting it in an appropriate pile. She is dressed in a uniform, and she's got glasses on her nose, and she's a blonde. Very, very pale blonde, like almost platinum.
Like more time in the archives than in the sun.
Yes.
All right, we'll walk up.
Okay.
Greetings, archivists. We have been sent by the mayor to obtain some information.
I know who you are, and I know why you're here.
Well, then we'll be happy to take those documents off your hand and be out of your hair while we look that over.
First, show me your badge. Okay. You'll need a card, of course.
Yes, chain of custody.
Anything that you check out must be written down upon the card, and the card stays with me before you leave here. And she kind of like tosses.
that
She
scroll.
kind of like tosses one at you. Now go, get out of my hair. Why are you still standing here?
Point
Go.
us in the direction of
Can I
Do
get
you
a
know where we'll find the correct address?
I don't know what you're looking for. Just there's a catalog. Go read the catalog. I'm much too busy to help you.
You said you knew.
Can I get a cursory glance at what kind of documents she's going through right now?
They just, on a cursory glance, they just kind of look like official police reports, essentially.
Like crime report kind of stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She's like, good lord, this man got arrested for burglary again. When are we going to chop that man's head off?
Gee, I'm going to walk away from the desk.
I'll flip to the catalog since I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what I should be looking for.
Give me an investigation check. He'll get there eventually.
There it is.
There you go, buddy. Oof.
Oh gosh.
Oof. Nice natural one.
I know exactly what I'm looking for. Flip, flip, flip.
So you go up to the catalog and you start kind of scanning through it, and you can't make heads or tails. There is just no clear organization to it. It's just a mess.
Can I try?
You can help, yes, absolutely.
By all means. Maybe somebody fluent in some other language.
There it is. So Buttercup kind of looks over your shoulder. Buttercup's kind of looking over your shoulder, just like, and just kind of points. And you find some records from the past couple of days that you think might be useful.
Those ones.
Great. I'll head over to those shelves.
Okay. So there's a couple of different like work tables and whatnot that you can kind of spread out and start looking through and that sort of thing. And like
split up, gang.
As you start sitting down, well, never mind, I'm getting ahead of myself there. So you find out where those files should be, and you go over that way. I'll let you keep the 18 investigation roll just to try to, for the sake of brevity, I guess you could say. You find what you're looking for, and you get the box, and you put the box down on the table. And right as you're about to sit down and start spreading things out, you just hear a noise from the front desk. And you look over and you see the librarian with a little notepad, and she kind of like holds up one of the cards that she gave you and just goes,
Write down what we have. Bring it over.
She kind of like initials it. Okay, be gone.
I'm gone.
Okay, you're gone. Oh, excuse me. So you spend a little bit of time in. Give me a. What kind of check do I want from you?
History.
I don't know if it'd be a history.
It's investigation. If
Would it
you're
be
looking
investigation?
for-
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
basically just academic, just raw academia here.
Can I give him advantage because I'm assisting?
Absolutely, you can. So Andrew, if you could roll advantage on an investigation check, I'd appreciate it,
Thank God I gave you advantage.
Right?
darling.
Did you just say darn it?
I said darling.
Oh.
I was talking to my lady. 21. Good job. All right, so you're looking through, you're shuffling through all these reports and whatnot, and you see there's some arrest records and there's some end of the day type of notation, and a lot of it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So you'll, like, for example, you'll find a report that has a report of a breaking and entering in a particular house, but then you'll find another report for that same house that just says, nightly check, nothing happened, there's nobody living here, moving on. So there's lots of conflicting reports and whatnot.
How many?
Is there
of
any
these-
individual investigator that can be more thorough?
I'm sorry?
Is there a particular investigator that seems to be more thorough in these checks than others?
Not particularly, no.
Is there any
Um,
from a name that we don't recognize?
Is there any what that you don't recognize?
Any from like written by a name or signed off as captain of the guard?
No, this is all like low-level police work.
Fuck. I mean, crap.
Okay, are these crimes committed prior to these no noise like clear reports? Are they similar? Like, are they all burglary, or are they all like a breaking and entering, or
No,
something along?
there's no correlation between the type of crime.
Is there a correlation in the amount of time between the initial crime report and the all clear report?
Nothing that you guys are able to find.
I gotta grab a charger for my laptop. I'll be right back.
The empty houses.
I'm sorry?
Can we go investigate one of these supposedly empty houses?
Are any of these high profile families? Like by looking at the like the addresses of these places, can we determine which ones are in the wealthier parts of town where people are going to be less likely to end up in a situation where they got thrown out for not being able to pay their rent?
You do notice that it seems to have a higher correlate. These conflicting reports do seem to happen with greater frequency in some of the more wealthier families. Not like the rich guys, but like the upper middle class. Maybe even people that are more prone to religion and can actually attend church.
Well, yeah, that's more or less what I'm trying to get at. Does anybody know this town well enough to be able to determine if any of these are more prominent in the community families?
Nobody that you know of off the top of your head. You'd have to go do some boots on the ground canvassing, so to speak.
All right. All right. Yami's idea would be find the one with either the most ridiculous name or the most ridiculous crime prior to the disappearance.
Okay. Let me see here. I don't know how you would quantify a weird name, but
Well, okay, so people from this region are going to have very similar family names.
mm-hmm.
People that would have come here from abroad and relocated are more likely to have exotic names that are not local to this area. So it's a more interesting as far as Yami is concerned, which means there might be more of a outsider perspective on the situation as opposed to, oh, I've been living here and this has been happening, this is just our regular day.
So you're looking for an immigrant, essentially.
More or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only problem is this is Rotherford, and this is a port city.
Yes.
There's a lot of immigration.
Yes, in lower class,
Mhm.
not upper class.
So
Upper class people are established.
I got you. Let's see here. There is a name that kind of catches your eye, because there went Andrew.
Yeah, he went to get a charger. He'll be back.
Oh, let me resize this. Jeez. There's a name that kind of sticks out to you, and the only reason it does is because you can recognize it as like an elven name.
Okay.
You just can see the name Farron. Kind of a higher up, not quite into the aristocratic level or anything like that, but a well-off merchant. Not a fish merchant. But you see the name Farron, and you see that there was some complaints about missing animals, like dogs and stuff like that, but then the report insists that this guy doesn't have any dogs. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh. How early or late in the timeline of these events does this occur? Is this towards the beginning of these happenings, towards the middle of these happenings, or is this recent?
It's fairly recent. It's kind of an ongoing thing, really. A couple weeks ago, it kind of started, and then every couple of days, he reports something else.
Okay. Just for reference, when's the first, like chronologically, when was the first incident that's present in this file?
2 months ago.
Okay. I have theories and none of them are nice. So I guess unless you guys want to stay here and peruse further to see if you can possibly dig some more information out of this, I'd like to go talk to this family. And they might be appreciative of us if we're going to be the first group of people to show up and actually acknowledge that they're having a problem, as opposed to calling them crazy.
What do you guys think?
Buttercup goes where Yami goes.
Following them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I just want validation. Does this make
gotcha.
sense
So
to you guys?
so you're all deciding to go ahead and try to track this Farron guy down and hear his story.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Hey, he's back.
You're muted, but what's up?
There we go. Hello, Andrew.
Sorry about that.
They have decided to go track down
Get me
this Farron
a
cat and figure out
single
what's going on
McChicken
there.
and a single McDouble.
We're tracking down whom?
There is an individual that kind of keeps cropping up in your reports by the name of Farron. An
Farron.
elven individual who keeps complaining of missing animals, and the cops here are insisting that he does not have animals, that his guy's full of crap.
All right.
So, you guys get his address, and right as you're about to walk out of the area there, you hear,
Oh, right.
What?
Card.
she signs your. She's like, "Are you going to put that back, or are you just going to leave it on the table?"
Totally put it back already.
Okay, thank you. She initials. I get out.
Have a nice day. Winning smile.
And she just gives you like a look of pure venom. Just
Quit bugging me. I have work to do.
okay.
Implacable cleric.
Right.
Let's see here. Just making some notes. So you got, it's easy enough to find this guy's house. You'll have a couple of minutes of walking to get there. So let me make some notes, and you guys just kind of role play that out. I'll be right there.
All right. So
What are you guys' thoughts?
we go badge forward. This person's probably been dealing with the police for a while.
Okay.
If anything, it should at least get us, conversation starter until we can actually explain that, we actually believe that they're having an issue and we are actually going to investigate it instead of writing a report and walking away.
So, Swan,
Yes.
out of genuine curiosity,
Mm-hmm.
how many vacant houses are there in the town?
Dozens.
How big is the town?
Medium-sized port city. So, by modern terms, like half of Baltimore, maybe.
Okay.
That's just off the top of my head. I don't actually know how big Baltimore is.
Pretty big.
It's
So
pretty.
dozens is kind of just a drop in the bucket and can be glossed over.
All right, let me
Well-
let me quantify this further. 15%, maybe
Oh
20.
no, that is super significant.
Yeah,
Like 5% is enough to raise alarms. 15 to 20 is insane.
And the fact that no one is doing anything about it. They're just like, oh nope, it's always been abandoned.
Well, that's what makes this so malicious. Is if you're having that much of a drop in population and nothing's being done about it because nobody is aware, that is heinous and dangerous.
Do you know of anything that could do something like this?
Well, enchantment would be the first thing, which
Okay.
is probably why this person that's having reoccurring issues, but they themselves have not been napped or disappeared, is because being, of elven blood, they're resistant to enchantment.
Are they? Yeah, I mean, are they even affected by this? I mean, we won't know until we go and ask.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if this situation is the way it is, someone's wife could be snatched up, and they would suddenly forget that they even had a wife. So if this person is reporting their missing animals, they're aware that they're disappearing. They are aware that they are gone, which means they are not being affected by whatever is stupefying the rest of the town.
I didn't realize elves were immune to brain
Resistant.
damage.
Resistant. Not
Resistant to
necessarily
charm.
immune.
Short-term
Hey.
memory. Is that a spell now?
Is it just animals of theirs that have gone missing?
The reports we found said it was just animals, right?
Yes.
And then, as far as the people know, there was never any animals to be had at
Yeah.
that facility.
Well, what I was trying to discern is if maybe this person's animals were the tests to see if it worked, or they're just continuing to attempt to maybe break through whatever resistance they have, and that's why there's repeated attempts.
All right. So,
So is
as
it
you
like
guys
a-
are as you guys are walking through the streets and whatnot, just trying to find this guy's address, all of a sudden there is just this really old, crusty, homeless guy. Basically, think that archetype, who just kind of walks up to you guys and just is like, "Help us."
Where,
That's what you're here to do, right?
um,
I see the badge.
Who are you?
We're here to help.
elaborate,
Yeah.
please, elaborate.
What can we do?
It's eating
you?
us.
What?
What is eating you?
I don't know.
Okay.
They don't tell me.
Who is they?
Who's they?
They. And he just kind of, they don't tell me. They don't
Can you
tell.
lead
They
us
don't
to the
tell
way?
old Chester.
Well, Chester, do they have a face?
No,
or
old
are
Chester.
you-
Old Chester.
All right, Old Chester.
Yes.
Are you? Is this the royal they, or is this?
It's
the...
they. It's they. They. You
Well,
know
Chester,
they.
don't worry. We're here
Where-
to fix things.
Where do they reside?
They're everywhere.
Can I?
Well, it's going to be okay, old Chester. We'll handle this.
I'm glad. Someone had to do something, and I guess it's you guys. He's very earnest, Buttercup.
You're right. It will be
Hey,
us.
why don't you stick with us for a little bit? We'll give you something to eat.
Mm.
Is it fish?
No, absolutely
Okay,
not.
Okay, thank God. Thank Palor. There's too much of that.
I'm gonna hand him a portion of a trail ration.
It's like the best thing he's had all week.
Yeah, I can
And
imagine.
he just like. Oh, that was delicious.
Where are you staying, old Chester?
Under the bridge.
Is there anybody
You
else?
know, there's
with
all
you?
these abandoned houses. You could sleep in one of those, and
Yeah,
at
but
least you have.
Yeah, but they're
well
all
watered.
locked. They're all locked. Old Chester doesn't really do a whole lot of lock picking, you know.
Fair enough. Wouldn't accuse you of anything.
Are there others staying with you under the bridge?
No. That's my spot.
Oh God. Anyway, I just had flashbacks of the crab. I'm just saying.
Why are you letting this man follow us?
He's unaffected.
That's a very weird language you're speaking.
You think he's unaffected?
He thinks what you're speaking is weird. Just keep that in mind.
I'm not weird.
He's pretty weird.
You don't hear me going.
No, we don't. He's unaffected, which means he's useful.
How do you know? Just the fact that people are eating him?
He is aware that people are disappearing, and it's malicious.
Wait, people are
which is
disappearing?
more- He can't understand me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Duh. God. Y'all need to like have a sign, just like a sign that says Loxodon.
Right?
Apparently, he's not aware that people are disappearing,
No.
so you're incorrect.
L for elephant speak.
He's talking about people being eaten.
There you go.
I think he's just insane.
Hang on. Hey, old Chester.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you know anybody that was eaten?
No.
Then how do you know they're being eaten?
Because I keep finding their stuff,
Oh, where?
like under
What
the
stuff?
bridge,
Under the bridge.
like under the
Okay, well,
bridge,
now that's-
or down the alleyway, or in the cellar. I'm not supposed to be there, but I go there sometimes.
What kind of stuff do you talking about?
Just
Yeah.
their stuff, like their food and their cloak and their. Yeah. Where do you think I got this? And he holds up an actually pretty nice looking cloak for an old crusty homeless man. He's like, where do you think I got this?
Any insignia on that cloak?
Nah, it's just pretty well made.
Okay. Does he have any kind of like jewelry or brooches or anything that might have been claimed?
No.
No, he probably would have pawned that.
I keep finding their stuff,
Is there a spot where you find more stuff than other spots?
No, old Chester gets around though. Get it?
Yeah,
It's a sex
got it.
joke.
Thanks, Chester. Old Chester.
Thanks.
First it's a sailor, now this guy. This town's full of crazies.
I'm starting to think there is something in the water.
Not fish.
Some
Well,
damn
Chester, you
goblins.
think you could lead us over to Fannin?
Farron?
I mean, we have the address.
I'm not going to Farron.
Why not?
Because he'll eat me.
Why is Farron gonna
One of
eat
them?
you?
I don't know. He's just mean.
Mean how?
Well,
He's mean.
there's four of us.
He threw a shoe
There's
at me
four of
once.
us.
Okay.
This is stupid. This is stupid and a waste of
All
our
right.
time.
Well, thanks for the heads up. Where do you usually hang out under the bridge?
Yeah, that's my spot.
All right. We might be paying you a visit later.
Okay,
After we
bring more of
take
that food. That was delish.
Yeah, definitely. I can definitely bring you some food.
Thanks.
Yep. We're gonna casually walk away, whether he's aware the conversation is over or not.
Well, everyone, now we have to save this town for Old Chester.
Old Chester. All right.
I hate all of you. And Old Chester.
So
Well, that's another
That's again
clue.
in Loxodon. So the only person who understood him was Yami.
So the address that you guys have is near the market district that
Okay.
you see on your map there, that big brown spot. Takes you a few minutes to get there, but you're again greeted by a pretty impressive house. Not as impressive as good Pieter's there, but it's pretty impressive. No servants or anything like that. Just, there looks like there's a stables out in front and lots of land back behind there. Maybe it could be used for pasturing.
Are there signs of like he was keeping pets that are no longer there?
Roll
As
investigation.
we All right. not my strongest thing.
We'll say that that's his house.
What? What's his house?
The little
It-
yellow square that
yeah.
I just made.
Okay.
Okay.
That
It's
one.
very hard to see because it's not very contrasting with the background.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Or red if you have it.
Nope, that's not what I want to do.
That works. That's very vibrant.
You're very vibrant.
So nice.
Bang. There you go.
All right.
Better.
All right.
Did you roll an investigation? Ooh, no.
Yeah, I only got a 4. So
You don't
I-
know much. You
I
don't know
didn't-
much about farmland or anything like that, so you don't really see anything that jumps out at you and says, "Yeah, this guy keeps animals."
Yeah. Well, you said we passed the stables. Were there any horses stabled?
There was
at
one.
the one.
And it's a pretty big stable, like 10 stalls.
Okay.
So you guys gonna knock on the door, or
Yeah.
so you knock on the door? Nothing really happens for a minute.
Is there a bell?
There is not, no. After about a minute or so, the door just kind of like slams open. Just what?
Hello.
Who the hell are you?
I'm going to point at the badge.
Is that supposed to impress me?
We're here
No.
to ask some questions about your what is it?
The animals.
You're missing animals.
Oh, so you can call me
You-
crazy
yeah,
too, huh? And he just slams the door.
I'm going to knock
Bang, bang, bang. No.
on the
Buttercup.
Loxodon. Boom, boom, boom.
What?
Knock, knock.
We believe you. We're not from this town.
You believe
We're
me?
looking into the disappearing people, animals, fish, what have you, that's suddenly gone completely off the rockers in the last 2 or more months.
The damn heresy at the Paylor Church.
You sure you
What
believe
he
me?
said.
You sure you believe me? You're not just pulling my chain, are you?
We wouldn't be here if we
Ooh,
thought you were
that's
crazy.
good.
We'd be looking for other leads.
Fine, come in. So, this man is a fairly tall elven man with like ice white hair.
So it's taller than me. That's
He's
great.
pretty tall, yeah.
I
And
mean,
he's
that's
very
not hard.
impeccably dressed. Just everything's really nice and neat and vibrant, and you can definitely tell this is a well-off merchant, so to speak.
Well, in my experience with elves, this is pretty much par for the course, I'd
Yeah.
assume.
They tend to dress pretty nicely. This guy's dressed probably nicer than most, but anywho, he leads you into his home. It's a little like cluttered. It's not messy. There's just a lot of stuff, and maybe some of that stuff's not where it goes, so to speak. But it's not messy. It's just clutter.
Are you missing house staff as well?
What, house staff?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
All right, hang on.
Is that the food? Gotcha.
I am trapped by a laptop table and about 20 wires, so
Fair
he
enough.
has to be the one to get it.
Fair enough. So he just kind of, why do you believe me?
Loxodon.
Again, we've been investigating some other occurrences that led us to the city, and this somewhat falls in line with what we're already looking into, so this is not strange to us. I mean, it's strange, but it's no more strange than what we've already been dealing with.
It's very vague
So-
of you. Very vague of you. Thank you. That's very helpful.
Where has
Well,
noticed the people
what
are
would be
going
helpful?
missing.
As if you can let us know what you know.
Whoop, there's two of you. Ashley, go ahead.
The mayor has us investigating the disappearance of people, and not just the disappearance, but people are completely forgetting they exist.
There's no people disappearing. What are you talking about?
Now, how does that feel to be saying that when people are telling you your animals aren't disappearing?
Yes, but I'm right and you're not.
And you don't know that for sure now, do
I
you?
do. I've lived here for a very long time, and you guys have just gotten here, right? I think I
Okay.
would know if
Well, the
people were
mayor-
disappearing.
The mayor says that there are people on the census that aren't showing up in the town anymore,
The mayor.
which is pretty.
I don't believe a damn word that comes out of his mouth.
So let me get this straight. It makes sense for your animals to disappear, and it get pissed off when people call you crazy. But it's not okay for the mayor to say that people are
Yes, but
disappearing
I have
and for you to call.
evidence.
So does he. He has the census.
I don't believe a word he says.
Okay, well then.
He's a crooked politician, and I don't trust him.
That aside,
People are going missing in
people
addition to
are
your
going
animals.
missing.
If you say so. But
And we're
I'm
back
more
to you.
concerned about my livestock that's missing.
I mean, that's fair.
That's money that's not on my table anymore. And I have
So did that
here.
live all go missing?
I'm sorry?
Did it go missing all at once?
No. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't really remember. It's just, and he kind of runs over to the other side of the room. There's a table, and he picks up a clipboard, and he's like, "Look, I have a list of all the animals that I'm supposed to have, when I bought them, what I bought it for, when they get sold, if I sold it for anything, or even if I eat them, if I slaughter them, it all gets recorded here." And there have been some
So-
major discrepancies here.
So what you're telling us is, you are aware of the disappearance of the animals because your record keeping has been completely, like,
It's impeccable.
well, yeah. So like, your record keeping is not accurately reflecting what should be there.
Exactly. Yes. And this is what I keep trying to tell them dirty cops. And they keep saying that I'm just keeping bad records.
You realize that's the same argument that the mayor is making for the missing people, right?
Again, the mayor is a crooked politician. And I don't believe a damn word that comes out of his mouth.
It's not for you to believe or not. That's for us to ascertain. So when did you first notice this discrepancy?
Probably about a month and a half ago.
Okay.
And did anything precede that? Some strange occurrence? Some weather?
Nothing that's outside the ordinary that I'm aware of, anyway.
Do you have any affiliations with the Church of Palor in town?
No. I'm not a religious man. The only religion I believe in is money.
I mean, I can understand that.
So is that all you guys wanted to know?
So, being so upset by the disappearance of your livestock, have you conducted any investigations yourself?
I am much too busy to be doing that kind of thing. I have stuff to sell and money to make, and
Well, I figured a person that is so interested in his own financials would seek to try to resolve an issue of missing product.
well, of course I've looked into it, but I don't have time for an investigation. I'm a very busy man.
Okay. Where are your paddocks and your pastures?
Out back. That's the other thing that I have all of this stuff that's built for all of these animals that I supposedly have, but I don't have them. It's so weird because I don't remember having them, but I have it documented.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just getting old.
Well,
I'll read it.
we'll have a look then, and see if we can maybe get some insight onto how they were removed from the property.
By all means, investigate away.
While we're at it, do you have any particular enemies that would try to sabotage you?
I always have enemies.
Any big
I
names?
assumed as much, but in particular,
Any?
with the means and courage.
Well, I'm sure Elris would like to see me out of business.
Write that one down. Well, who is this Elris?
Well, he was my biggest competition. But
What do you mean was?
I kicked his butt in the merits of open market.
Okay.
He was a competitor, but he'd be lucky to sell a squirrel in this market now.
Has he lost any livestock?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Fair enough.
He is a defeated enemy.
All right, well, that's worth notating. Go on out to the paddocks.
Now go on.
Yeah.
I've got work to do.
All right. So we're going to, I guess, investigate the stables and such to see if there's any like evidence of break-in, any evidence of forced removal, or even possibly bloodshed of any kind.
All right. Whoever wants to can roll an investigation check with advantage.
I only have a 2.
I only have a 2.
Y'all need a wizard. Holy crap.
We have a
I know.
wizard.
He's
Just
just
doesn't
not
show.
here.
He's a sorcerer.
I could have sworn he said that.
No, he's a sorcerer.
My investigation dice have not been very hot, so if you want to roll it, go for it.
Alright.
A 12. All right. So you guys do a fairly thorough investigation of the area. You see some tracks maybe that you kind of think to yourself, I don't know if that's supposed to be there, but you don't really see any evidence outside of that of some foul play.
Can we take a closer look at these tracks to see if there's enough to tell where those tracks come onto the property and potentially leave the property?
No, there's a lot of mishmashing and, a couple of different places where they go up to like the fence and that sort of thing.
Do they appear to be like animal tracks or human
tracks.
Foot-
Like
human
footprints, yeah.
humanoid footprints? So people have been through here.
By Baylor, it would be great if you could shed some light on a hint or a sign on how we could proceed.
Was that in character?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Well, at least I have something in.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
You
Taylor
have
wants me today.
shall we say, a bolt of inspiration. These tracks are obviously people coming into the paddock. You realize that the fences are not very high, so people can kind of come and go as they please, so you're kind of wasting your time a little bit looking for foul play, because it's just too easy to get in here. This guy keeps very meticulous records, but he's not very good about securing his product. You think to yourself, maybe your time would be better spent trying to get into the church.
Well, it seems to me, upon investigation, that These paddocks are not very secure. It would be simple to remove animals from here. And despite all of his meticulous record keeping, safety of his animals does not seem to be the most high priority. Probably a money saving tool on this, so I don't think we're going to find much fruit here. It might be time to move on to the church, where we know for sure that there will be something for us to discover.
I agree. Fuck this
How
guy.
much?
All right.
Buttercup does not like this guy. Granted, Buttercup doesn't like most people, so take that with a grain of salt.
All right, so are we going off to the church?
Yeah.
Yes.
This was our best lead, and it pretty much boiled down to we're not going to get any evidence here.
Our best lead, and he's a total asshole.
I mean, a solid theory could be that since people can't get good fish, they're stealing his livestock.
The fact that he's forgotten about them, though.
That might be a
Sorry.
something. That might just be a symptom of something else, and might not actually be related to the abductions.
Okay. Let's see. We're going to call this the church.
Okay.
Blue square. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting my ducks in a row here.
Hi.
Doing a bit of walking today.
So, aside from Old Chester, have we seen many vagrants or homeless types or
A few
beggars?
Here and there. A few here and there, yeah.
Okay.
So we're all going to the church.
Okay.
Takes you, you know, better part of, say, an hour to get across town on foot. Being as it's an unfamiliar town and whatnot, at this point in the day, I want to say, I haven't really been keeping a whole lot of track of time, but let's call it about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right.
Being as it's an unfamiliar town and you had to stop and ask for directions a couple of times. But you make it, and you are at the Church of Palor. And it's just as the mayor said, there are 2 very heavily armed guards in front of the door.
Just as advertised. What kind of markings do they have?
They have markings of Palor. All the trappings that you would think that a Palor and Acolyte might even have, except that it's emblazoned on armor instead of cloth.
All right, I approach the guards.
Halt!
Greetings, brother.
What do you want?
Long have we traveled. What do I want? I child of Palor. I've come for some succor for the evening. We've traveled far and we are tired, and we would sure love to rest our weary feet.
Then go to the inn.
But I would wish to give blessings to Palor for our safe travels
The
first.
church is not open right now. It's not time.
When is it time?
Later.
How much later?
We'll come get you.
How will you find us?
Be gone.
I glance back to the others.
What day is the day of worship for Palor?
They have an evening mass every day.
Well, I'm asking our
Oh, you're
cleric.
asking. Oh, the cleric. Well,
Yeah.
in this
I'm
world,
like, what-
I don't know what the actual like Pelor, but in this
Well, no,
world,
that's more or less what I'm getting at for world.
yeah, they have
purposes.
basically an evening service every day. It's not like you're required to be there every day. Some people are, but they do have an evening mass, so to speak, every day.
Okay.
So Felix would know. Felix
Yes.
would tell you.
Absolutely.
Did you try showing your badge?
He tried showing his badge, which is his holy symbol for Palor, and they still shooed him away.
So yeah,
I'm
that
gonna run
was,
to the restroom real fast, guys. I'll
definitely.
be right back.
All right. So that's
So that was definitely not the welcome that I would expect
was saying-
from Brothers of the Light.
It's like I'm not a religious person, but that did not appear to be normal in the slightest.
So I have no confidence that they're actually going to come get us.
No, but maybe we can return.
If we,
Did we try the badge method?
I mean,
I tried the Palor
Do you wanna
method,
try?
and I think that would trump the
But
badge.
we could try the badge method.
By all means.
I have to wait for Swan to get back.
Yep.
If the badge,
But that being said, we're at a conundrum. If we force our way in, then Riza will arrest us for, our nuisances.
well, Risa
But
more or less
no.
said just don't kill anybody.
We said don't break the law.
What
Asking
information
for
was
entrance
gathered
into
when I
the
was?
church is not breaking the law.
I would argue that I have every right to be in there.
I would
That's
argue on your behalf for that, even though I don't worship here.
What information was gathered when I was dealing with kids and stuff?
Nothing.
Not much of anything.
Fucking elf was useless.
That was kind of ended up being more or less a red herring.
Oh,
Yeah.
Asshole.
so what leads do we have?
To the point that I even got
To go to the church.
Palor,
The church,
The church is our
fine.
lead.
And then apparently we're not allowed in the church. Okay.
There's also Chester, but
I think Chester's a bit of red herring too.
I think Chester is more or less a clue to the fact that they're dumping these missing persons' belongings after they're done doing to them what they're trying to do to them.
I've never. I'm not a religious man, as we all here know. I've never had a church turn people away.
At least not a Palor church.
Aren't churches open all the time?
Oh.
Typically.
Good ones are.
The big public save the world ones are.
What is Palor's church if not a big public save the world church?
Damn right. So,
Also,
I mean,
for being a port town, only having one major church is kind of an issue too.
Okay, I'm back.
I don't think that was a question that we had asked yet, if that was the only one, though.
It's the biggest one apparently.
But we don't know if it's the only one.
Well, we could ask the DM. He's back.
What's the question?
Okay, we're well aware that the church to Palor is the big, the big church in town.
Yeah.
Are there other religious, temples or places of worship for other gods?
Or is this the only one in the entire city?
I suppose there could be
Sorry.
some other minor church-like things, but this is like the major one, so to speak.
The one with the most money gets the biggest house. I got it.
So Adam was suggesting that we return and badge up on them and see how they react.
Yeah,
to
he
that.
tried accessing the church using his whole religious way. I was going to try to attempt to see if we can't get in using our newly found badge way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go nuts.
So I'm going to approach
Failing
them.
that,
Who wants to take lead?
failing that,
You go ahead and take lead, but I'm going to back you up.
I'll follow in the back.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start walking up to them, and kind of bring out my badge and say that we need access inside the church for an ongoing investigation.
So as you walk up, he again, all right, that's far enough.
So I show the badge. I tell them that we need access inside the church for an investigation.
Is that supposed to impress me?
No, we're in the middle of an investigation. We
Good
need
for you.
to be
Investigate
able to-
elsewhere.
We need to investigate this building specifically. Our resources have led us to this church so we need to get in.
You're not
I
getting
don't
in this
care.
door
Why?
because I said so.
Okay.
Who are
Is there
you?
an alternative entrance to the church, Swan?
I'm sorry?
If Buttercup one walks around the church, is there an alternative entrance?
Make an investigation check.
Sure.
Who are you to bar a
21.
law official entry?
I'm the guard.
21, Swan.
21. Very nice.
Well, then, who is your supervisor?
Hold on.
I don't have one.
Then what are you guarding?
The church. Buzz off. Walking around the church, Buttercup, you do spy an open second floor window.
Okay.
There is really not much else going on. It's kind of a one entrance place.
Cool.
At least at the ground level.
Well, that's not a problem.
Right, druids.
Right.
So Buttercup goes and grabs the rest of them.
I'm warning you guys one more time. Back off or I'm going to start swinging. He kind of clanks his spear.
Buttercup walks out to them, all 7'10" of him. Don't threaten them. Come on.
Yeah, buzz off.
I'm gonna water try both the guards.
Gonna what?
What a try.
Wanna try. Okay. Opens. He pulls away. Make sure that he's out of ear hearing of the guards. Open second story window around back. I'll fly up, drop down a rope. You guys can climb up.
I mean, effective. We're waiting till nightfall.
Were there any guards back there?
Back behind the church?
Yep.
No.
There's no guards.
Yeah, but city folk.
What city folk? Most of them are missing.
Is this a pretty busy thoroughfare considering it's a
Yeah.
large piece of the?
There's a decent amount of people around.
Are there people behind the church?
Yeah, there's people all around.
Fine. If that window's closed at night, though. That's on you.
So you guys
Well,
wait.
if you're
Are we all
aware
waiting
that-
until nightfall?
Take a vote.
What if I just sit up there now? This bird
Well, that's
be the building.
We
next
can't
night.
hear you.
Am I muted?
No,
No,
your
it's-
mic just kind of keeps cutting out.
Fucking hell. Let's see if moving it closer works. What if I bird and go up there now, so that way if somebody does end up closing the window, I'm still already inside the building. Nobody will suspect a bird.
I mean the
I
bird
mean, you
op-
can always do recon, right?
That's what I was thinking is that you can bird in and do some reconnaissance.
Kind of do the investigation for us. And come back and tell us what you find.
Ooh.
And I can tell you how wrong it is.
Yep.
Shit. Never mind.
Never mind what.
No?
No fly speed.
No fly speed.
Can
I
you
can
use-
turn into a spider.
Yeah, but the spider is
What?
much larger.
What if I turn into a small spider?
Can you do small spider?
I don't know, Zach. Can I turn into a small spider?
I don't know. I don't play druids.
I don't imagine why not. All it says my limitations are is at 4th level, max CR is half and no flying speed. I have to find the beast shapes table. Hold on.
We can also do a 1/8 creature.
With a climb speed.
I'm okay with
Right.
you turning into a smaller spider.
Hold on. I'm finding it.
You don't have
I'm
to.
sure it's under the list.
I'm already looking.
Honestly, you could go as low as even if a CR 0 is included in that. So
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. What do we have?
the problem with that though is someone looks at you wrong, you're reverted back.
Spider is in the list I'm allowed to do, so I'm gonna turn into a spider.
Okay. So you turn into a spider.
Stick to the walls and ceilings.
Yep.
All right.
That's worked out pretty good in the
Does
So
they
you're
have
gonna-
any
you're gonna-
night vision?
It should have dark,
Dark
vision,
vision?
spider climb, yeah.
I have dark vision 30 feet and spider climb.
Okay.
So you turn into a spider.
I didn't know.
You climb up the wall. And you get to the window and you kind of peek your head in. You want to just kind of look around?
My tiny spider head, sure.
Sure. What you see in the main hallway of this church can best be described as a slaughterhouse. There is blood and bodies and gore and just, it's a mess.
Yike.
abattoir.
Window, the ceiling,
I'm sorry?
in the window, up to the ceiling.
Okay.
It does say up to upside down ceilings.
Okay.
Why am I keeping fire? Why is this my go-to fire?
Because infiltration is good.
And
So-
just
That's actually where we're going to cut it for tonight. Is you
Oh, rude! Come on, man!
Are
I
we
just
too
got into the
resourceful on this one?
slaughterhouse as a spider.
see that's where we're going to cut it for tonight.
Alright.
You don't have a dungeon ready, do you?
Of course I do.
Haven't set anyone on fire yet. Righteous fire.
You'll
Right.
get there. You'll get
Holy.
there. So when we pick up next week, hopefully that we can actually pick up next week, we'll have a spider in a slaughterhouse.
Joy. That's the fucking title of the episode next week. It's just
Spider
spider in the slaughterhouse.
All right, guys, that's
See,
going to be it for tonight.
Alright.
Alright.
Leave them wanting more, right? Thanks to everybody
I
for
guess.
watching. I'm going to go ahead
Rude,
and cut the
but
stream.
alright.
Good night, everyone.